The top 14 competitors from season 23 of American Idol have just been announced. Josh King is one candidate that fans have been discussing, and some even wonder if he should continue to be on the program. He recently talked out about the songs he chose for the performance, which further reveals this. King, a native of North Carolina, tried out back in Nashville. Carrie Underwood wasn't impressed by his audition performance of Over the Rainbow, from The Wizard of Oz and My Girl, by The Temptations, but Richie and Brian chose him to move on to the next round. King has sung Elton John's I'm Still Standing, and Rick Astley's Hopelessly, while he has been on the show. He just released another Astley song, the renownedly viral Never Gonna Give You Up, as a follow-up to Hopelessly. This was his performance after You Are So Beautiful, by Joe Cocker. Recently, the season settled into its top 14. The judges had the authority to save some of the performers even after the audience had cast the ballots. Colby Jordan, Thunderstorm Artis, Philo, John Foster, Matthew Pruitt, Kanan James Hill, Brianna Nix, Jamal Roberts, Slater Nally, and Gabby Salmon are among the current top 14 players. The judges also saved 4 singers, Josh King, Amanda Barais, Shay, and Desmond Roberts. King said that he was rather surprised to advance to the next round, according to USA Today. Indeed, it is said to have affected his choice of songs. He said that he was certain that he was returning home, which is why he wrote, Never Gonna Give You Up. I'm like, you know what, he said. I will go down in a blaze of glory if I go down with this ship. It would be almost poetic that I sang that song if I were evicted tonight. However, King also provided a more sincere justification for playing Joe Cocker's You Are So Beautiful on social media. I chose You Are So Beautiful tonight for my mom, who has survived breast cancer, because of her faith, the doctors at the hospital where I volunteer, and a miracle from above, he disclosed. She was able to attend my performance today because of all of these factors taken together. However, King's advancement to the next round did not sit well with everyone on social media. One fan posted on X, Josh King in the top 14. He is this season's American Idol clown. Some fans specifically called attention to singers who were later eliminated this season. MKY would have destroyed that stage, but New York wanted to choose Josh, like I will forever be salty about this, one fan said. Other fans commented on King's inclusion in the top 14 of season 23. King had supporters, but not everyone agreed with the tunes he chose. Among the remarks were, last night was great. However, he deserves to return home because he chose to sing a Rick Astley song. Oh no, his music selection often falls short. He was clearly my favorite of the first half and one of my favorites from last night. I'm cheering him on tonight, but I believe he's on the verge right now. Judges screwed up by choosing Josh and Amanda over Victor and Isaiah. What is it in Josh's voice that makes him deserving of winning American Idol? I must not be receiving the memo. Oh, I'm so irritated. Josh, really? I sincerely hope Drew survived. Fans respond quickly in a highly competitive environment like American Idol, supporting their favorites and harshly criticizing performances. Following an emotionally dramatic performance, Josh King, a participant on the most recent season, has sparked strong feelings. Although one would anticipate that such a performance would leave audiences speechless, an unanticipated response has made admirers wonder if Josh should hang up his microphone. This essay explores the intricacies of performance, expectations, and audience emotions as it digs into the depths of this dispute. Setting the scene, the journey of Josh King. It's important to comprehend Josh's past before delving into the present consequences. He is a 22-year-old Portland, Oregon native who was inspired to pursue his singing abilities by his musical family. Being the youngest of 4 siblings, he frequently felt that his other siblings, who were all musical geniuses in their own right, overshadowed him. Josh's journey to American Idol has been dotted by a series of emotional markers that he frequently incorporates into his songs, producing soul-stirring performances. Josh stood out throughout the audition process thanks to his genuine storytelling skills and soft baritone. Many viewers found resonance with his experience, and supporters gathered around him. His performances frequently evoke strong feelings in both the competitor and his audience by reflecting his own experiences. He believes that music is a means of connection, self-discovery, and healing, and he emphasizes this with each note he sings. The performance. A more detailed examination. During his most recent performance, Josh sang a personal ballad about heartbreak and perseverance. As he took center stage, the mood changed from one of excitement to one of vulnerability as the stage lights went down. The simple arrangement, which was just accompanied by a piano, brought out the emotional depth of his voice. It was a bold decision that sought to engage the audience with genuineness rather than ostentatious theatrics. You could see the unfiltered emotions on his face as he sang. The lyrics were interspersed with quiet passages that let the listener focus on each syllable. He gave the song his all in the hopes of connecting with the audience at home. Although his vocal skill and sincere feeling were praised by critics, the juxtaposition of the sincere performance and the ensuing social media reaction raises an intriguing question. The reaction, a divergent viewership. Social media was flooded with comments just after the performance. Josh's vulnerability was applauded by many, while some were disappointed, saying it seemed forced or too romantic. Comments ranged from criticism of his vocal style to views of his sincerity as an artist. This is the paradox of reality TV. The idea of being real, as opposed to performing, frequently sparks heated arguments among viewers. 1. The argument for excessive sentimentalism. A sizable percentage of reviewers claimed that Josh's performance erred on the side of sentimentality. You can't cry your way to victory, some said, implying that emotional performances can be interpreted as dishonest attempts to influence judges and audience members. Critics also cited the contender's profusion of heartwarming tales, arguing that viewers would become tired of formulaic storylines that appeared to be used purposefully to garner votes. 2. The question of authenticity. The controversy around authenticity is a major factor in the criticism. Many followers want an artist to portray real feelings, yet the need for constant authenticity is a challenge. Although Josh's empathy was great, it became a double-edged sword, with others wondering if he was acting or being real. This conundrum is a larger statement on the evolving standards of contemporary talent shows, where hardiness and emotional relatability need to be carefully balanced. Echo chamber on social media. Interpreting fan reaction. Given how quickly ideas spread on social media, it's critical to take into account how the echo chamber effect affects fan impressions. People who have strong opinions about a performance frequently find support online, which magnifies those opinions. Whether through Instagram stories, TikTok clips, or tweets, conversations over Josh's performance quickly gained momentum. Fan ideas about Josh's destiny in the competition proliferated as hashtags appeared. 1. The power of groupthink. People's opinions can get entrenched when they feel like they belong to the same group, which is known as groupthink. The prevalent unfavorable feeling may have influenced fans who at first appreciated Josh's sincere performance. This phenomena calls into question the public's view of musical talent shows' authenticity as well as the impact of communal narratives. 2. The influencer's role. It is impossible to overlook the impact of well-known social media figures. Influencer reactions have the power to greatly affect audience sentiment. If a well-known influencer criticizes Josh's performance, their remarks can strike a chord with a huge audience, making one viewpoint prominent in the public mind. The judge's viewpoint. Handling criticism. The American Idol judges, Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, and Lionel Richie, have frequently offered their opinions on the competitors' performances throughout the season. Their criticisms may be a source of inspiration and optimism or, on the other hand, a devastating blow. Following Josh's moving performance, the judges were split. Although they recognized the passion he evoked, several alluded to the necessity of enhanced technical proficiency and performance sustainability. 1. Finding balance. Josh was urged by Katy Perry to strike a balance between creativity and sincerity. Among her recommendations were stronger vocal methods to guarantee that his passion strikes a chord with listeners without coming off as overly theatrical. Lionel Richie reaffirmed the idea that a powerful performance should combine technical mastery with emotional appeal, advising Josh to captivate the audience while maintaining his peak vocal prowess. 2. The effect of criticism. Viewers' attitudes are frequently shaped by the judges' comments since their knowledge gives criticism legitimacy. Josh's sincerity might not be enough for everyone. Viewers might take the judges' judgments at face value, which might be problematic for Josh as he competes in the competitive world of American Idol. The future of Josh King. What's up next? Josh's future is a major concern as the tournament goes on. The conflicting responses to his moving performance show that the audience's degree of support is not universal. Will voters be moved by his genuine vulnerability going ahead, or will the criticisms loom large over him like a threatening cloud? 1. Examining performance style. Again, Josh's future could depend on how he performs going forward. While an emotional bond is important, verbal ability must also be there. As he progresses, he could have the chance to more skillfully combine technique and storyline, which might please reviewers and keep people interested. 2. Handling expectations from fans. Furthermore, managing the changing expectations of supporters becomes crucial. It might be difficult to realize that the emotional label frequently causes obstacles, but if he practices his voice art and leans into personal narrative, he might be able to find a way to close the gap between his admirers and those who doubt his sincerity. Conclusion. The essential point: Josh King won over many American Idol fans with his passionate performances, but the subsequent criticism exposes the inconsistencies and complexity of reality TV. Opinions are quick to form, emotions are strong, and the Idol story frequently combines honesty, artistry, and skill. Josh's vocal prowess and ability to display deeper layers that set him apart from other competitors may be more important questions as he negotiates this turbulent terrain. Supporters may falter in the dedication, but his path is far from finished. It will take time to see if Josh can turn things around and move past this, turning criticism into a springboard for creative development. Although the environment of American Idol is harsh, it also provides a forum for introspection and the opportunity to reveal one's own self to millions of viewers. Josh King's future depends on balancing his genuine vulnerability with the technical proficiency needed to compete. Viewers will continue to wonder if this young artist will stay or eventually return home as the season progresses.